like many of the kids that we have in the years, I got dropped off. My mama packed me up, drove me, and dropped me off at Metrotown. I was 14, about to start 9th grade. I was one of the youngest participants at the time. It was only a 10th to 12th grade thing. And so they let a couple of us 9th graders come in. So they're here ever since.
So I remember my grandmother telling me about this program a little bit before she passed. And she was actually the co-founder of the program. So being part of the program for this long really allowed me to continue the legacy of my grandmother. At the time that Metrotown was founded, between her and Sandy Miller, they really did a really good job of continuing the education basis of allowing to accept other people for their differences. I'd say my favorite thing about Metrotown would probably be just the energy of it all. Like you so used to being torn down from the world outside of these walls, and even though these walls are just like stand still, the people that is here make Metrotown. Like the certain people like Free or Auntie Sarita or Kid or Raven, especially Auntie Beecher, like those are the people that really make your experience. And those are the people that are true leaders and so advocates for other people to be leaders, so allow leaders to follow in their steps and hopefully become facilitators. And I hope these generation of kids, they see the work that we're putting in and they want to carry it to their high school and carry it to their middle school and carry it to their friends, because the only way for you to be a changer in life, you have to start with your peers.
If you focus so much on differences, you're going to focus on putting walls and separating people with differences, and that has never worked out before. And it's honestly, life is just better when you don't care about, like, when you care about who's in it, but you don't care about the differences you have with them. We were talking in my group a few days ago, we were talking about how it's better to be curious than judgmental. It's better to ask questions than to think, oh, this is what they are, this is what I've made them to be in your head. And it's really just a good place like to feel safe in, and no one's going to judge you here. It's also just a bunch of people like, who come from different backgrounds, and they all know that they have their flaws, so they shouldn't judge other people for their flaws, and they should focus more on making sure that everyone feels comfortable and that they aren't like nervous to be around, if that makes sense.
As a species, we're humans, right? And we're all different. We all have unique opinions. We're all different, but it's also nice to see where we have similarities. I think it also ties back to the idea that we're not suffering alone. Like, when I'm sad, I like to fall asleep. And that may be what someone else does, too. So, I think it comes back to being in it together and not being alone in everything. So what the gingerbread people are supposed to represent us when we're feeling different emotions. Like, when you're angry, your eyebrows are furrowed, and you just look upset, make that volley up your fist. And that's what that's supposed to represent, but with different emotions and how you experience or feel it.
You never know what someone's going through, and I think it's very important to be that person for someone, because you don't know who else they have. And I think if you give them the gift of listening, it can do a lot for them. And I know that for me, like when people have really listened to me, and like, you know, when you tell someone something about you and like even months later they'll reference it, it makes you feel good because you feel like appreciated and seen. And I think everyone deserves to feel that way. I think it's important because in order for us to like better understand each other and grow with each other and create like a world that is more accepting, to start, even if it's small, like just listening and like recognizing and appreciating everyone's journey is crucial for that.
Once I hit this process, I had some sense of calling, of wanting to make sure everybody else experienced this. It was the feeling of being welcome for who I am, and the responsibility of making sure everybody else around me is welcome for who they are. And that is something that I think that makes me come back every year. I want to share that experience. I want to share that responsibility. It's my responsibility, and that's what I want to do. The understanding that everybody has a voice for a reason, and it's to be heard, and it's to be shared. All of this learning, all the experiences mean absolutely nothing if they keep it inside. We want a belonging and welcoming environment, but at times we have to voice what that means for us.